Hi, I'm Dave with Dave and Jen Ignite, and today is Election Day here in the United States, November the 3rd, 2020, and it has been a bitterly contested election. Social media has been filled with rage and anger, fighting, brawling back and forth, slander, malice. There are all kinds of accusations. And it saddens me that that's where we are. And we have a couple of memory verses. This is a two-part series, so this is part one. We're going to memorize Ephesians 4:31. But I want to share with you an Abraham Lincoln quote. He is my favorite president. And as you hear this quote, think of the context of the Civil War. This is his second inaugural address. So this is at the end of the war. This is just we are at the very end of the war, the month of the end of the war, a month before the end of the war. Hear his words. With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds. And it goes on with some specifics about how to bind those up. You can find that, by the way, and I would encourage you to read the whole thing in ourdocuments.gov, ourdocuments.gov. It's a beautiful inaugural address, just a week before he is assassinated, and wow. Well, Abraham Lincoln is awesome and great, but the scriptures, the Bible, is God's word and far more authoritative. So we want to look at a verse that describes us. Ephesians 4:31. It says this: get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. I think Lincoln got a few ideas there. Great verse. Ephesians 4:31 is perfect for this election day. I have a 3x5 card. Once again, that's one of the memory helps that we have. Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Ephesians 4:31. We won't spend quite as much time today on, we're not going to use the whiteboard, but we're in a time when we can use this. And this is a perfect verse for right now. Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. God help us to not only memorize these verses, but to apply them to our lives. Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Malice is malintent, intent for evil for the other person, the other party. Ephesians 4:31. Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Ephesians 4:31. Well, this election day, I hope you will get out and vote. I have voted, and I hope you will do the same. May God bless you. I truly pray that. And also, if you find value in these videos, we do ask you to click like, to subscribe, to leave a comment. Especially if you have a verse that you would like us to go over and work and help in memorizing. But leave a comment and click on that bell button to make sure you get the notifications every time we upload a video. Well, God being our helper, and it takes His help. Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. And if you can watch my eyes, I'm still having to look, but that's okay. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. May God bless you today, and we will look forward to seeing you again.